An unbelievable scandal involving a German politician. An AfD member of the Saxon parliament allegedly benefited from the work of political prisoners of Alexander Lukashenko. This is according to the information reported by the independent Belarusian media. Alternative for Germany politician Jörg Dornau has been in the Saxon parliament since 2019. Thanks to his contacts with the regime in Minsk, he registered a company for onion production in 2020 in one of the villages near Lida in Belarus, together with Yuri Kunitsky, a Belarusian. That was when there were massive anti-government protests following Alexander Lukashenko's rigging of the presidential election. The independent Belarusian portal, Reform.news, reports that Dornau's company used the labour of political prisoners who had been jailed for criticising the dictator. It is known that this company signed a contract with the Leader Centre for Rehabilitation of Offenders. That's what it's called. It's a prison centre to use these people. Belarusian journalists managed to reach one of the political prisoners sent to work sorting onions at the German politician's company. According to the employee's account, conditions at the plant were scandalous. The prisoners received their first meal at 7 a.m. They did not have access to food or water until 8 p.m. They received about €5 a day for their work. However, the money did not go into the pockets of the workers, but directly to the upkeep of the detention centre. Their payment each day was decided at the discretion of the foreman. It was a terrible basement. Our arms and legs were freezing. The man reached by Belarusian journalists was detained in February this year for liking an anti-government post on social media. Since 2020, the Belarusian dictator has put thousands of people associated with the opposition in prison. Among them were many Poles. It was from their labour that Dornau allegedly profited and grew vegetables at almost no cost. According to the employee's account, the German politician personally supervised the work at his plant near Lida at least once. I even saw him, a tall, bald man. Once he came in his car with the German registration. He entered the room where the hired workers and I were sorting onions. A German politician profiting from the near-slave labour of Slavs evokes the worst possible historical associations. Asked about the case, an AfD spokesman replied that everyone is entitled to the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. It is known that the case is being investigated by the Parliament of Saxony. The Saxon State Parliament is aware of the investigation by the medium Reform.news. The administration of the State Parliament is investigating to what extent there may have been a violation of parliamentary law, the rules of procedure and rules of conduct for members of the State Parliament or similar parliamentary rules. One German lawyer has already referred the case to the prosecutor's office. I have filed a criminal complaint in connection with this incident. If the premise given by the Belarusian newspaper is confirmed, it will clearly be a case of exploitation of vulnerable people. Saxon law does not prohibit deputies from conducting business. However, Jörg Dornau was fined more than €20,000 by the Saxon Parliament in August for concealing information about his company in Belarus. If the reports of his use of political prisoners are confirmed, he could face a much harsher penalty.